This guy might just be the most loved YouTuber on the platform. While countless creators chase views, trends, and ad revenue, Luke Nichols does something different. He takes his audience on real adventures filled with passion, family, and the pure joy of the outdoors.
Check this out. We're spending 3 days fishing, camping, and exploring the cypress swamps of North Carolina. You ready, Jake?
As the mastermind behind the Outdoor Boys, Luke has built one of YouTube's most beloved channels, not by following the algorithm, but by doing what he loves and bringing millions along for the ride. But why did he become so loved? Luke isn't just an outdoor enthusiast, he's a family man, a lawyer, a missionary, and a survival expert. With his wife and 3 sons by his side, he's turned a love for the wilderness into something millions of people tune in for. He's either raving the Alaskan mountains, building shelters deep in the wild, or taking on extreme survival challenges. But either way, his content is as thrilling as it is wholesome, and people can't get enough. So how do you hate someone like that? No one simply can. In just January of 2025 alone, Outdoor Boys racked up over 100 million views. That's the kind of reach that puts him among the most watched creators on the entire platform. But how did an ordinary guy with a love for fishing and adventure build one of the fastest growing YouTube empires? To understand that, we need to go back to the beginning. Luke was born and raised in Anchorage, Alaska, where he grew up surrounded by the wild, learning survival skills from his father and grandfather. The love for the outdoors was in his blood, but at 19, he took an unexpected turn by leaving his home to move to Japan as a missionary. For 2 years, he immersed himself in the language and culture before returning to the US to attend Brigham Young University, where he met his wife, Rebecca. Life was full of twists and challenges. After college, Luke launched a political consulting business, only to face setbacks that forced him to shut it down. At the same time, he and Rebecca struggled to start a family. In search of a fresh start, they left city life behind and moved to Virginia, where everything changed. Shortly after, they welcomed their first son, Tommy. Determined to provide for his growing family, Luke pivoted to law, earning his degree from George Mason University and launching a successful traffic law practice. But despite the stability, he couldn't shake the feeling that he wanted something more, and then came YouTube. In 2013, he saw the growing wave of creators turning content into careers and decided to take the leap. While still working full-time as a lawyer and juggling fatherhood, he launched his first channel, Catfish and Carp, where he shared his love for fishing. What started as a side hobby quickly turned into something much bigger. And that was just the beginning. If you take a look back at Luke Nichols' early content, one thing becomes crystal clear: this wasn't just a casual hobby. Even while balancing a full-time career and family life, he was pouring serious effort into his YouTube channel, and it didn't take long for that hard work to pay off. Some of his first fishing videos started gaining traction, with a few even breaking the 1 million view mark. That early success fueled his motivation, and by 2018, just a few years after launching his channel, Luke and his family hit a major milestone. But the road to success wasn't without its bumps. As his audience grew, so did their expectations. Fans loved his fishing content, but every now and then, Luke wanted to experiment with family vlogs, DIY projects, or just having fun with his kids. Unfortunately, many viewers weren't on board. They wanted fishing and only fishing. Faced with this dilemma, Luke made a bold move. Instead of forcing himself into one box, he launched a brand new channel, The Outdoor Boys. Here, he had the creative freedom to explore whatever he wanted. At first, the new channel saw moderate success, but nothing groundbreaking. That was until one video changed everything. It had nothing to do with fishing, it wasn't even a survival video, it was a hilarious family moment, and it completely blew up. It was titled Two-Story Lego Fort Nerf Battle, Parents vs. Kids. The video skyrocketed to 72 million views in a few days and is currently at 110 million views, making it the most watched video on his channel to this day. More importantly, it proved something huge. People weren't just watching for the outdoors, they were watching for Luke and his family. That realization became the foundation of the Outdoor Boys' success and why no one could hate them. Luke's bond with his family shines through every video. Whether he's taking his sons on daring adventures or teaching them life lessons in the wilderness, it's authentic, heartwarming, and undeniably entertaining. A perfect example, the underground bunker video. Luke and his boys spent an entire year building a bunker together, then spent the night inside, drinking hot chocolate and eating cheese toasties. The result, 27 million views. The pattern was impossible to ignore. By 2019, it became clear that this was the winning formula. The random content faded, and Luke fully embraced the family survival and adventure format. And that's when the real magic happened. Every new video followed a structure that viewers recognized and loved. Fans knew what to expect: thrilling challenges, survival skills, and heartwarming father-son moments. The consistency turned the Outdoor Boys into a powerhouse, with almost every video effortlessly hitting 1 million views. Luke had found what I'd call his golden vein, the perfect balance between storytelling, adventure, and family bonding, and by sticking to this formula, he didn't just win over YouTube's audience, he won over the algorithm itself. But then something happened that took the channel to the next level in 2020. The pandemic event forced people indoors, changing how they consumed content overnight. Suddenly, instead of watching quick, snackable videos on their phones, people started watching YouTube like they would Netflix on big screens for longer periods. This shift was a game changer. The Outdoor Boys had already mastered the long-form adventure format, making their videos perfect for this new viewing habit. Instead of constantly scrolling for something new, people could just sit back and watch Luke and his boys tackle survival challenges for 20, 30, or even 40 minutes at a time. And the longer people watched, the more YouTube's algorithm pushed the content. By 2023, the channel was gaining 10,000 subscribers per month, but then something completely unexpected happened in December 2023. Out of nowhere, TikTok exploded with edits of Luke's content under the hashtag #OutdoorBoys. Within just 7 days, over 1,000 videos were posted, racking up a staggering 43 million views. And just like that, an entirely new audience discovered the Outdoor Boys and subscribed in numbers. Currently, there are 110 million posts of the Outdoor Boys on TikTok, and they don't even have an account on the platform. This sudden TikTok explosion was a lucky break, but it wasn't luck that built Luke's empire, because behind all the viral moments, one core strategy made it all possible. The Outdoor Boys isn't just about the adventures, it's the family dynamic and Luke's personality. He's widely seen as one of the best dads on the internet, creating content that feels like a warm hug in a chaotic digital space. His videos radiate positivity, authenticity, and a deep love for the outdoors, making them the perfect stress-free, binge-worthy escape. And clearly, people love it. With over 10 million subscribers and hundreds of millions of views per month, the Outdoor Boys is one of the most beloved family channels on the platform. Yet one question keeps popping up in online discussions: why are the comments disabled on every video? For many, scrolling through comments is part of the YouTube experience, a way to connect, share thoughts, and engage with creators. Given how positively received the Outdoor Boys are, it's hard to imagine their comment section being anything but a flood of admiration and encouragement. So why are they turned off for the Outdoor Boys? Luke complained about it at some point in 2019 because he didn't understand why, but the reason actually had nothing to do with Luke. It was because of YouTube's strict child protection policies. Back in 2019, YouTube made a major policy change requiring that all channels featuring children disable their comment sections to protect against predatory behavior and online exploitation. This decision came after disturbing incidents where certain individuals targeted children's content inappropriately, forcing YouTube to take drastic action. Luke later addressed this in a Facebook comment explaining, "Originally, YouTube shut off the comments against my will because of a platform-wide problem with perverts leaving sick comments on videos featuring children. After a short period, I realized that not having comments was a great blessing. It freed up a lot of my time not having to admin the comments section, and it also helped me focus on making the videos you see today rather than trying to cater to the squeaky wheels." For Luke, this change wasn't a loss, it was a win, and he decided he would as well just do the same for his Facebook posts, since a lot of comments he got there were very judgmental about his way of life in general. Instead of spending hours moderating comments, he decided he could pour his time into creating even better videos. And let's be honest, he puts in more effort than most YouTubers with 10 million plus subscribers. Unlike other massive creators with big production teams, Luke seems to handle nearly everything himself, from planning trips, prepping gear, filming, editing, and making sure every adventure is worth watching. And beyond just the negative side of internet culture, Luke also pointed out something most creators don't talk about, which is that even positive comments can have unintended effects. While praise is always welcome, thousands of overwhelmingly positive messages can sometimes create pressure, distractions, and unrealistic expectations. By removing himself from that noise, Luke stays grounded, focused, and fully present with the people who matter most, his family. If there's one thing that sets the Outdoor Boys apart, is that it's a true no-hate zone on YouTube. No drama, no clickbait, no chasing controversy for views. Just a dad, his kids, his passion for adventure, and the sincerity in his approach, which is exactly why people love it. In a time when so much online content feels manufactured or fueled by negativity, The Outdoor Boys is refreshingly real. The videos aren't scripted or overproduced, just Luke and his family heading into the wilderness, learning new skills, making mistakes, and having fun. It's the kind of content that makes you want to go outside, build something with your hands, or take your own kids on an adventure. And in a world that often feels too fast-paced and disconnected, that's something special. Luke also does something a lot of big creators don't. He keeps the focus exactly where it should be. He doesn't waste time arguing in the comments or trying to keep up with every internet trend. Instead, he spends that time being a dad, making memories, and putting real effort into every video. It's likely why, even after nearly a decade, Luke has continued to show up every single week, juggling work, family, and his passion for creating videos while keeping the channel just as genuine as when it first began. Just in case I haven't said it yet, The Outdoor Boys isn't just a successful channel, it's a reminder of what YouTube can be at its best. And that's why people don't just watch it, they love it.